Alright, hello everyone, it's Mr. John from making Dragfish 3D, and today we're back in ChatGPT and we're still talking Dungeons and Dragons. I recently had a conversation. Shout out to Sentient Pops for the very inspiring conversation about this video. He and I discussed card games in generating card like responses in ChatGPT, mixing it with dice to come up with positive, negative outcomes, moral dilemmas, etc. Now I've already tested the basic concept and we're gonna go here with practical use. So my brain kind of broke it down like this, right? So define idea, the idea what you want to do, okay? Sentient Pops wanted a text base and so on and so forth. I like using ChatGPT as a DM assistant or a DM tool to help speed the game along. Random encounters, random magic items, what would a monster do in XYZ situation, so on and so forth. Stuff I can't think of on the fly or would spend multiple minutes or hours thinking about. I just ask ChatGPT and it gives me an answer, right? So, brainstorm the prompt. I'll get to that in a minute. It's down below. And test the prompt. I've already tested this prompt. I made this prompt. This prompt is pretty cool. Cool for what it is, right? And then inside the prompt you establish the parameters, and then execution. I totally plan on executing this in my current campaign with my players, which will be tonight. They're kind of in sandbox mode. They skipped a lot of the story and they realize that they're underpowered before they go fight the big bad evil guy, so they have to backtrack and go do all the stuff that they skipped. Nature of the beast. I gave them an out. They took the out. They're gonna go level up. So we have options, lots of random encounters to deal with. And then we adjust the parameters inside ChatGPT as needed. Okay? So with that said, the idea here for the prompt is I'm going to have certain random encounters. So we throw the dice and Xanathars and we get a random encounter. If one of those random encounters happen to be a humanoid or a said individual, I'll use ChatGPT to use the heavy lifting for card drawing and or random encounter, such as deck of many things, bag of tricks, deck of illusions, just a standard playing card deck, okay? Or I don't know, wand of wonder, right? And then adapt and adjust from there. That way I don't have to have 8 million books open, I just ask ChatGPT. So here's the prompt I worked up. So pretend you're a dungeon master for Dungeons & Dragons, you have 20 years experience. Generate a list of 20 creatures. Criteria: these creatures are humanoid or fey. Tables should be evenly mixed. Do not include monster races such as orcs, goblins, similar creatures. Display the list. Create a random table of items that have a random draw function. This table should include, but not limited to, deck of illusions, all the versions of bag of tricks, deck of many things, standard deck of cards, and a wand of wonder. This should be max 8 items. When I say I encounter something, followed by a creature from the list, generate one of the items from the table. If the item is one of the decks, generate a description that it's a non-hostile, right? I want to play cards. Hey, you encounter a human with a deck of cards. He wants to play. Yeah, sure. He whips out an illusion card. Haha, I got you, right? Alternatively, you encounter a half elf with a wand of wonder. He's not going to be friendly. You know, wand of wonder. Click, right? Bam. Gone ahead and changed the item from 8 to 10. So I'm going to see how adjusting as needed is going to work. So we're going to go ahead and copy. I'm going to go ahead and copy. And we're going to go ahead and paste in ChatGPT and see how that. Oh no! There's another issue. Regenerate response. Here we go. So that's giving me a list of 20 different types of creatures that could potentially, see, it already screwed up. It put Gorgon in here. It might be thinking Gorgon from like Medusa, right? Not, I'm thinking Gorgon like bull. So again, adjusting, right? Better. And then we're gonna say replace Gorgon with human. Alright, so we're gonna adjust, right? So now it's gonna give me a new list. so now I have a new list, right? Deck of illusions, bag of tricks, deck of many things, deck of playing cards, amulet of misdirection, ring of invisibility. Okay, those aren't really random items, but ring of spell storing is random. So, deck of illusions is here, deck of many things, wand of wonders there. So yeah, okay. So then we're gonna say I encounter a human, and here's how the prompt's gonna work. It's gonna random. I said I encounter a human, right? It's on the list, so it randomly determined. I'm pointing with my finger. Go figure. It randomly determined that the human has a bag of tricks. The human appears to be up to no good, eyeing suspiciously. They're planning to use the bag's power, so you give the party a chance to react, right? And then you go. The human uses the bag, I don't know, 3 times. What happens? So I've given it a parameter to say, hey, ChatGPT, throw 3 times on this bag of tricks. And here's what happens, right? So, now you can adjust, like I said in the here, adjust as needed. So I could say, oh look, it's got my favorite one. I encounter a brownie. Okay, so he's got an amulet of misdirection. Right? Let's say I encounter a brownie with a wand of wonder. Just go ahead and skip straight to it. So, one more time. I encounter an elf. Okay? Ah, see, the elf has a deck of illusions. Alright, so the elf is shuffled, right? And the elf uses the deck to generate illusionary dragon. So, that is just a small example. That you could use that prompt. You could totally play with it. It's just a matter of sky's the limit. Imagination. Use your imagination. Sit down for like 5 minutes. Type up a prompt, and then hammer it out. This goes into DM prepping. So use your idea for DM prepping. Apply it to ChatGPT, and evolve it into something amazing. So, if you like what you see in here, go ahead and drop a like button, and I'll make sure I put that prompt pin the prompt in the video's description. And for now, happy gaming, everyone.